Good morning and happy Tuesday, interwebs. Hope everybody's having a great, fantastic day. Start to their day. It's about 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock. Out here doing my thing for Waterbucks Plumbing here in Santan Valley, doing some door hangers, just some old school marketing tactics, if you will. It's a great little side hustle for me. It helps his business out a lot, so it's a win-win for both of us. So out here doing that, staying hydrated. But I wanted to talk about kind of my life situation these days, because I've been getting some questions about what's going on, the guitar repair business, all that kind of stuff. Kid doing some wheelies down the street. I just want to kind of talk a little bit about that. Kind of catch everybody up to speed on what's happening over here and what's going on and the why. Okay, that's all done. On my way home, about an hour and a half. Got about 125 hangers done. It's good morning. If you're here in the Santan Valley area and you need plumbing and shit, Waterbucks Plumbing and water treatment services, give them a shout. But to kind of catch everybody up, I'll try to make it as brief as possible. This year I had two jobs. One job I had for almost a year. I think it was like March of last year, 2025, a little over a year. And they really started up in the ante with unethical behavior, people in leadership positions just flat out lying and making up stories about me to other employees, lying about what my role was going to be and all that, so it was bad. So back in January, I officially started Arizona Gym Guitar Works, my repair company, just as a part-time side hustle thing, just to make some extra money, kind of see how if it was something that I can make work, and kind of do that while I was, making the semi-big bucks to make sure the bills were paid and the family was taken care of and all that stuff. Well, when I started the repair business, I also started looking for another job. Well, May, I found another job with a small company, local company, owned by husband and wife, family-owned company. Interview went great, hit it off right away with the husband owner. It was a husband and wife ownership team. Husband, super cool dude, big burly dude, beard, biker, tattoos, like blue-collar worker guy. He had worked for the company before as a floor installer for like years and years, I think like 15 years. So he knew the business. They hadn't had a warehouse manager, so they hired me for a warehouse manager. Long story short, became even more toxic. They did not communicate well to the employees that had been running the warehouse, so they thought that I was just a warehouse worker bee guy, which was not the case. So I was met with a lot of animosity, with straight up just bullshit behavior, very unprofessional behavior. In my opinion, they were not part of the ownership group of the company, but they felt that they deserved to be treated like, and it was just bad. So about 3.5 weeks into it, it was not working at all. I knew that it was just a matter of time before they were going to let me go, or I was going to walk out, because it was so bad. They finally, 3.5 weeks in, they said, hey, it's not working out, and they let me go. So, that put me in a real bad way mentally, really kind of doubting myself, really kind of going down the rabbit hole of the destructive thoughts about myself, what was wrong with me, the two jobs, apparently I'm the variable and two very similar outcomes, what the hell. And talked to my wife and talked to a couple other people, talked to my dad, my mom, talked to a buddy of mine that was a part of the first company that I left in May. And the message that I got from everybody was, yeah, am I a little rough around the edges at times? Am I one to play the political office games? Nope. Do I sometimes come off a little aggressive in how I am speaking? Absolutely. I do recognize that about myself, and I've gotten a lot better over the years, but I can still, in certain situations, get a little aggressive in how I present my ideas and presenting that other people are fucked up. So, but the other part of that message that I heard from everybody was, unfortunately, in today's world, there are more companies that are worried about the C-suite, the executive team, the leadership team, their bonuses, and they're really just out to get whatever they need. Be damned anybody else's needs. Be damned what you've told people. Be damned what you've promised people. We're going to change the game when we see fit, and we're really not going to tell you. We're just going to really not give you the support. We're not going to give you the resources to be able to do the job that we originally hired you for. And they all basically said, that should not be a reflection of me as an individual. That is a total reflection of those people. Their inability to have some sort of ethical, moral code. Their inability to say what they need and mean what they say. And then I went on vacation for a week to Virginia to go visit our youngest son, who's active duty Navy out there in Norfolk. And during that trip, my wife basically just said, look, let's run the numbers. Let's see what we need to do for you to just do the guitar repair stuff full time. And I went, I didn't think that was even like a possible option. And she said, well, let's run the numbers and let's look. So she ran the numbers and she put everything together and said, hey, with you not working, we're going to save X number of bucks a month on gas. I did quit smoking cigarettes, so that's saving me about $400 a month, $300 a month. Gas, everything, She's like, and because of that money savings by not having a job, you don't have to go gangbusters and be making, $5,000 a month, $8,000 a month for the repair business. You can actually spend time to grow it and really build it into something, strong, long-lasting, that's, hopefully you'll be able to do for a long time. And then she's, my wife is amazing. She's picked up a lot of extra hours at work just to help make sure that all the bills are paid and take a little bit of the financial stress off of all of us with, me having to, oh my God, I only made X number of dollars this month. What bills are we not going to pay this month? We're not having to do that. She's been just fucking amazing. I love my wife so much. She's seriously, sometimes I think she has more faith in me than I have in myself. And that is a total game changer in the mental state of things. So that is now what I do full time. I am guitar repair. Typically 11 a.m. to about 7 p.m. I have customers and clients, or I have availability for clients to come in, running an appointment only. Through my website, I built out a fairly nice website, super easy to use. People go on the website, book their appointments. They show up, we get to work, and so far, every customer, every client that I've had has been very happy with the work, very happy with what I'm doing for them. And it is giving me the opportunity to run a business the way that I want to run a business, with integrity, honesty, respect, and no excuses customer service. I want all of my clients to have an amazing experience. I want all of my clients to see firsthand in my opinion, how a repair shop should operate. No smoke and mirrors, no bullshit, no fancy buzzwords to be able to charge an arm and a leg. Some repairs are expensive. Others don't need to be as expensive as a lot of other places. And I've been, for 14, 12 years now, I've been very vocal and very opinionated about a lot of these shops here in town and pretty much everywhere. Not all, but most shops, they just charge way too much for shit. They make their clients wait weeks and weeks and weeks for what I consider to be simple, easy repairs, like setups. A lot of these places, some of my clients are going to be going, yeah, I got quoted, 6 weeks to get a guitar set up. And it's like, you're out of your ever-loving fucking mind. That is absurd. That is unacceptable. So, and making sure that my clients understand that I won't shortcut anything. If something goes on during the repair, yeah, there are certain things that can be done to kind of put a Band-Aid over it to get the guitar out the door as fast as possible. But more than likely, that's going to rear its ugly head at some point in the future, and your client is not going to be happy. Your client is, and a lot of guys, they make excuses for it. They blame it on some other shit. I had a client a couple weeks back. I did a full refret on, and I had issues with the fret seating properly. So I called him up and I said, hey, it's going to be another week because I got to order more fret wire because these aren't seating properly, and I got to do it all over again. And talked to him for about 10-15 minutes, let him know exactly what was happening, what was going on. And while he was a little disappointed that his guitar was going to be out for a total of 2.5 weeks, he was extremely happy with the fact that I'm not going to try to pull a fast one on him, and that I'm going to take my time and do the right thing and have it done correctly. So that's kind of what's been going on. And then, like, every morning I go out and I do some marketing, old school marketing stuff for my wife's cousin's company, Waterbucks Plumbing. They specialize in water treatment services, water treatment systems, rather. But they also do all kinds of plumbing stuff. They're a plumbing company that just happens to specialize in the water treatment systems. I go out, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go hang door hangers for an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Today it was like an hour and 20 minutes. Because it's hot. It's 97 degrees and it's 8:30, and it's ridiculous. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go out for 2 to 3 hours, and I drive around all over the Southeast Valley, providing new homeowner packets to people that have recently purchased their homes. Provide them with a packet full of information about water treatment systems, water heater, whether it be tank or tankless. Lots of good educational information there for the homeowner, along with some coupons, their information, obviously, stuff like that. It's a marketing thing, but also to give these new homeowners a little bit of education on importance of certain things. And it gives them an immediate, local family-owned plumbing company should they need any plumbing services. So. And if you stuck around this long, I decided to grab my Cloudbear custom pipes, this little bent Dublin, and I packed it full of a chocolate coffee aromatic-ish kind of a blend from JD Wolf Custom Pipes. That was a collaboration blend with Cloud Bear Custom Tobacco. I just felt like, I those that know me know I'm not a huge aromatic guy, but today just felt like a good day to smoke something a little sweet. Had a little sweet tooth this morning. So yeah. That is the happenings here with me over the past 8 months or so. But yeah. Overall, life is good. Can't complain. Won't complain. The repair business is going good. Making a little extra coin for the side hustle for the Waterbucks Plumbing. Get to spend a lot more time with my kid. Life is good. Can't complain. So with that, 15 minutes in, almost 16 minutes. Hope everybody has a great day. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.